Hi guys, this is Shaw from Anythings, and today I want to share with you a little tool that I've made. It's called the FG knot tool. So the FG knot is a very cool knot. I've been using it for some time. I've been using the tool for quite a while now. So if you can see how thin that knot is, so that's the nice thing about it. Yes, there's many knots that are stronger, and it's the GT knot and everything else, but when it comes to tying braid to a leader, in this specific case I use it often with Flora or monofilament, it's the diameter of the knot that it makes. So with a better diameter knot, it goes through the eyes of the rod a lot better, casts better, just feels better, and it's strong. I mean, this is my chatterbait rod. So this is 16-pound line on 30-pound Sufix 832. It's been going for a while. I just need to replace the leader, and I thought it's a good time to actually show you guys how this knot works. It's on our website at anythings.co.za. You can go under fishing accessories or under 3D printing parts. You'll find it on both places there for sale. But I thought I'll do a tutorial on how to use the tool so that you guys know what to do. And the nice thing about it is you can use it on the boat. It's small. You can put it in your pocket when you walk in fishing, you know, from the bank, etc., etc. So it's inexpensive, really. I think it's listed on the site at, speaking under correction, I think it's 80 bucks. I'll just make sure, but it's about 80 bucks. And it comes with its O-rings. You can put it on a key ring. This is the way I got it on my boat, so it hangs on my tool holder on my boat, and it's always there with me. If you on a bank, you can just put it with the rest of your accessories. So right, so now we're going to get to this. All this really is, it's a way to hold tension on your line while making the FG knot. Okay, so that's the biggest thing that you struggle with when you don't have enough hands and enough. Some guys use their button, etc., etc. So I just wanted an easy way to do this, and what this is it's got two O-rings. Sorry guys, I'm not as good with this yet, but you'll see there's two O-rings. Okay, so the whole idea about the O-rings is you wind it on the, okay, so there's the groove in between which you lock it into. So you wind it a couple of times on this groove here, then you give it one or two winds inside there. It's just to keep it so that it doesn't rip loose and get tension. The other thing is, just when you're using fluorocarbon, this is the Anythings spool holder, and we got these little nozzles that keep your line on. So I don't know if you can see that. Yes, you can. So you can reel it off there, and when you're done, you also just wind it back up again. So we'll do a little tutorial. It's also on our website. So we'll do a little tutorial on what sizes. We've got 3 different sizes. We've got a small, medium, and large of these. Just keeps your lines all neat. When you need to spool, it's a video for its own. So I'm going to make that shortly after this, and I'll also have it on the website. It's probably one of the better things I've come up with so far, because my line used to be all over the damn show, and then getting something to put it in to reel it out, you know, to spool up your spool, etc. So I'm going to put on 16-pound fluoro on here. So when you do the fluoro on this, I just want to show you this in detail because you don't want to burn the fluoro. So when you're doing fluoro on this, you give it, and I hope you can see this, you give it a couple of winds on the inside, okay, and then you go into the middle and you pull it tight. So then all that's happened now is it's gone in between the O-rings. The O-rings are keeping it. It's not pulling slack, but you haven't doubled over when you tighten it over the line itself, which will prevent the nut from actually burning. I've had in the past where you go in the O-ring once or twice or 3 times, but then it makes a nick onto the fluorocarbon line. Once you're done and you unreel it, you can feel it there. So the way you get around that is you go on the outside or the inside, and then you just give one full turn. If you can see there, alright, you give one full turn in between the O-rings and pull it tight. So there, I'm hoping that should be enough. It should be. Then what I do is, I'm just going to move the camera quickly just to give you an idea. So you can see, here's my rod. I just keep it against the chair like that. There's the tip going up there. Alright, so I keep that there. Let's just get that back there. And that's what I keep my tension. Alright, so when I'm on my boat, I lay the rod away from me, I just get it stuck somewhere, sometimes between the steering column, whatever the case may be, just to get tension on it, and then I work from there. So on the one that's got the little arm on it, the middle, the front one, when you're working with it, will be your leader going on there, and then on the back you'll have your main line. So we're going to take the main line, and it's the same process. I'm going to get a lot of guys laughing at me the way I've got to look over my glasses, but that's just the way it is for now. And then I go over the one full circle, pull it in, done. So now we've got tension there, which I'm using the tip of the rod, and I put my finger, 2 fingers or 3 fingers in that piece there, and then I hold it. Right. So now what I do is I just grip it here, and I give it, this is going to need a little bit more line here. Just give me a moment, guys. Let me just unloosen this quickly, unwrap it at least. Give myself some extra line here. Then I'm going to take it into the middle between the 2 O-rings, pull tight. There we go. Alright, so then we're going to go, and we're going to keep tension, and it's 1, 2, 3. So all you're doing is you go under, up, and you just vary it between left and right, obviously. How many you do depends on you. I usually do 24, 26. If I'm using it on Nanofill, which is really why this all happened with me, I go up to 30, sometimes even more than 30, because Nanofill's got a tendency to be, especially with very thin diameter, it's got a tendency to be slippery. So I give it more, and also when I do the finishing knots, I give it more finishing knots. Okay, so I'm just going to do 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. I just keep it with my 2 fingers in between when I make the knots. I don't know why, maybe it's habit. 18, 19, 20, and I'll go 21. Right, and I'll pull the tag end of the leader up, and then all I do is I take my tag end of my main line around the tool, right, and I just unwrap it. Done. Okay, transfer the pressure on the point where the knot is, and I take the fluorocarbon and I unwind it. Done. Take the tool away, and I keep, now this is the part that's probably, I'm going to move that out quickly. Okay, so this is, now I hope you guys can see this. Okay, so now we've got that section there. We're just going to do a normal over under knot. Okay, then we pull the crap out of this. You'll actually see the knot itself thins out, and it goes a darker color, like a glassy effect. I don't know if you can actually see that, but you give it a good couple of jerks, as much as you can without breaking the line. On the thin line, you've got to be a bit more careful. There we go. Right, so once I've done that, I used to get frustrated with this knot because it used to pull loose, until I discovered it's actually it's glued all over there now. Okay, it's actually because I wasn't singeing down this part of the knot properly. And what happens is when you don't singe that down, because you're literally wrapping the braid around the leader, fluorocarbon in this case, or monofilament, and when you pull it, it actually squashes and tightens up around it. Just to give you an idea, if you ever got those snake skins on your fishing rods to protect them, if you ever take that, because it's the same that gets used on cables and it works on the same principle, when you pull it tight, it actually shrinks over the cable and you can't even pull it off. But as soon as you push it together, you can pull the cable out or you can pull your rods out. And that's exactly the same effect here. Alright, so once I've done that and I'm happy with my knot, you'll see it's a nice dark color. Can you see there? Yeah. Okay. And I'll give, that one was over, and I'll go the opposite direction. Now this is not a tutorial on how to do an FG knot. This is purely to show you how to use the tool. This is just the way I do a knot. You can do whatever version of the knot that you feel happy with, that you're comfortable with. I'm just giving you an idea on how this tool works. And then I will go another one in the opposite direction, and then I will cut off the fluorocarbon tag end as short as possible, and then I will give it from the other side direction again, over, under, pull tight, through, pull tight, and then the last one will be over, under. Now some guys make up to 8 knots, etc, etc. I've been happy with that, and I'm going to just give you an idea. It's not going off, bro. This is probably, a lot of people say, yes, you go through a lot of trouble to make a knot. Yes, you know what, once you've actually used this knot, you will go through a lot of trouble to keep on using it. So there we go, that's how you do this knot, guys. I hope this is my first tutorial, so by the way, so I hope you guys enjoy. I'm going to just cut off the last tag end. There we go, and there's your knot. Okay, the tag end, sometimes, as you saw in the first one I showed you, it comes, it unraffles a little bit and makes a tag, which I really enjoy sometimes, because it's nearly like a little strike indicator. If you've got a bit of slack in your line, you'll see the little tag floating on the wire, on the water, and it's easy to pick up, easy to see, and it doesn't affect casting or anything at all. If you do know the FG knot, you'll know the very cool part of it is that both tag ends are at the end, at the back. So when you're casting, it's going through your guides that way. All your tag ends are stuck to the back. It's not in the front getting damaged, going through your guys, hooking, etc, etc. So that's the cool part of it. I hope you guys enjoyed it. You'll find it on the website. As I said, it's called the FG Knot Tool. Go like, subscribe, I would appreciate it, and thank you for watching.